What happened? I just feel like honesty is the best policy. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So this is the Blade Max View by ZTE, right? I really want to like this phone. I mean, it's got great hardware. The cameras are really good. The battery life is really good. But all of that means nothing if the software on board is not that great. I've had this for a while now, and I'm not having the best experience. You may see some videos out there, people saying it's fantastic, but I'm just keeping it 100 with you. This phone has Android 7.1.1 with a planned upgrade to Oreo in December. There's so much missed opportunity right here, and I don't know the direction of what they're trying to do. So they sent over two phones. They sent this phone, and then they sent the S2, which is banging. I mean, I really like the S2. The strange part is, I know it's software, because this phone has 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs onboard storage, but it's running 7.1.1, and it's running ZTE's old software they had on the older ZTE phones, right? The S2 is running stock Android with 2 gigs of RAM. Flies. It moves out. It's super fast in my experience. This phone right here has stereo speakers. The S2 doesn't. Now these aren't the most powerful stereo speakers, but they're stereo speakers. The headphone jack is there. You know, the Type-C is there. The hardware is actually pretty decent. Like, check this out. Let me just focus this for you. This is pretty decent right here. This is pretty nice. Really good hardware. But just the software experience, all the way honest, I don't know what ZTE was doing with this phone right here, because they released these two phones, and another thing, this one costs more. This one costs $199. Now it can't be used on Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T. It can be used on the carriers out there. However, for $199, I can't recommend this. I wouldn't buy this. There's too many other phones out there for $200 that actually work on all the carriers from Motorola, like a whole slew of them that run circles around this phone as far as the software goes. And camera quality, that's questionable, but I like the camera quality that comes from this phone right here. Not gonna front. The wide angle lenses are fantastic, man. The wide angle lens on the front, fantastic. It's really good. 6-inch display. Again, there's a lot to like. I don't dislike pretty much. I just dislike the software, and because I'm pretty sure that's the reason this phone feels so sluggish. It just feels sluggish in daily usage for me. Battery life is killer, man. I mean, it's great battery life. Hardware is on point, like I said. What was the direction of ZTE with this phone right here? Why release this with 7.1.1 when we're on Android Pie for one? We're on Android Pie, and then you're planning to release Oreo on this. You want people to buy this over all the other phones out there in the $200 range, and this is running 7.1.1. We can move away from the fact that it works on Verizon, AT&T, and all the unlocked things. That's great. But the experience that people get, that's the most important part. People have to get a good experience. That's what we do. So I'm looking at this phone and I'm using it. I'm like, man, this thing has killer battery. It's got Type-C, it's got stereo speakers, it's got headphone jack. It's got really decent cameras for the price. You know, they're not this killer bang 'em up cameras. Here's a camera sample from the ZTE Blade Max View. But the fact that you can fit a lot of people in view without doing anything special, it's a really good thing. Quality is good, microphone's good. I mean, the only downside where this phone gets a serious thumbs down is this software. What the heck was going on here? And this phone costs more than this phone. This phone is $179 with 2 gigs of RAM, no stereo speakers, but stock Android, and it looks a heck of a lot better in my opinion. It's pretty much the same phones though. You know, they're pretty much the same phones. But the experience on that phone is circles and whirls ahead. It runs circles around this phone and it's whirls better. Like just all the way serious. I cannot recommend this phone right now. I wanted to like it, but even though it has good battery, good cameras, beautiful screen, headphone jack, Type-C, stereo speakers, I don't think you're going to get the best experience, even with the 3 gigs of RAM. This software coupled with 7.1.1, and you can come back and tell me that, okay, we're going to release 8.1 or 8.0 Oreo in December, because it says that on the website. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I mean, it's not worth $200. This phone, the way it performs, even though it's got all those packed in features, it performs like a $49 Android phone at Walmart. Sorry, it's just what it is. The experience on here is nowhere near a $200 price tag. And the reason I say that now is because, consider this. You've got a phone like this, that's $300 more or $250 more, and look at what you're getting. Just saying. This right here, I don't know what happened with this phone, but I felt like, again, I hate to be redundant. What happened? What is this? This phone is a boss. This phone, not so much. Honesty is the best policy. That's what it is. My experience on this phone is not like some other people are saying that it's great, best hardware. So yeah, the software, thumbs down. Give me stock Android. Oh, and I know that I could put a different launcher on there. I don't like to do that, you know, if I don't have to. And I shouldn't have to. I wouldn't recommend a person pay $200 for this phone right now. 49 bucks maybe. I mean, you want to promise me that I'm going to get Android Oreo. It's not even Android Pie. That's the crazy part. So, I don't know, man. ZTE, love you like a play cousin, like a serious close play cousin, but this one is a no-go. It's your man Jay. I'm out.